Hey guys, here's a video on the flux 90 amp flux core wire welder from Harbor Freight, welding floor plans and I guess generally thinner material. And as you can see, I've done it. If you look at my previous video, you can see the damage that this floor pan had from rust, and you can see this video that I repaired it. What I did here was used a couple, I know they're not proper welding techniques per se, but I guess I can make a welding techniques video just talking about what I know. But anyway, I came up with these little techniques to help me fill these holes, which worked pretty well, and I can talk about those now. So what I did was use my flux core wire welder. I would shoot some of the wire out of the end, and I would kind of stick it. What worked best for me is, let's pretend this is a hole. I guess you could just say it's a channel that I would have to fill. And what I would do is I would stick the wire in, and I would hold down the trigger so wire kept coming out of the welder, and then I would just kind of make little circles here, bumping the surfaces, the side surfaces of the hole that I was trying to fill. And I had my power setting on minimum, usually for this. And what would happen then is, just as the wire touched, it would arc and material would kind of collect on the side. As I would come around to the other side, material would collect on that side too. And as I was going, I was sort of letting the material and the weld cool down a little bit, so I wasn't burning through the thin sheet metal, and adding material. So as I would go like this, around and around a couple times, you could definitely see the hole shrink and shrink and shrink. And then after it got fairly small, then I would just hold the wire in the middle, still holding the trigger down, and after a couple milliseconds or whatever, after a little bit of time, then you could see the surface tension from that weld just come together, and it would patch that hole. And then I could take my welder out, or my electrode out, and then it would cool, and it would generate some okay welds like that. That's how let's see, that one, I guess that's how that one was patched there. You can see just that circle there. It was a very small pinhole that I would just go around, build a material on the edges, and then burn the center, and it would kind of all coagulate together. And you can see there's a lot of imperfections. Like you can see there's a fairly deep bubble in that one. That's not a through hole, actually. I did most of this welding at night, and I was able to put a light underneath my work, and so I could see all the pinholes in the material, and know where my cracks were, know where my gaps were, and my holes were, and I could fill them in fairly successfully that way. I had some really good results, like this one here, which was I think it was 2 little holes. Yeah, 2 little holes right there, and I filled both of them. Was able to build up a lot of material there, and then use my angle grinder. Sorry if it's not focused. There we go. Use my angle grinder to smoothen it out, and that actually came out with a fairly nice finish. A lot of people say that's hideous work, but for me that's pretty good. This is my 3rd welding job here, so I think it turned out pretty well. And I'm not worried about aesthetics. I'm really just looking for structural properties here, because I'm going to obviously cover all this up with sound deadening material and then a vinyl floor in the end. So that's kind of what I did here, just going around and with the wire in the hole that I was trying to fill, and bumping the corners to build a material that way, and kind of gradually close the hole. Now you just got to use your judgment on